Hello once again, and welcome to Great Online Tuition. We are continuing with our solving of function questions. And as you can see on your screen, we have three different functions, and we are supposed to find f of g of 3, f of g of h of 0, f of h of 2. Good. Now let's go through the question. Now the question says that given the following functions, these are the functions. The first one is f of x is 2x minus 3. The second function is g of x is x squared. And the third function is h of x is 3x minus 2. We are to find f of g of 3, f of g of h of 0, f of h of 2. So we are going to solve them one after the other. Let's take the first one. Now the first thing we do is that we need to plug in f of g, means that we have to plug in g of x into f of x before we can now change the x to 3. So let's do that. So f of g of x, this becomes, for f of x, we have 2x minus 3. Now, wherever we see x, we are going to replace it by g of x, which is x squared. So this becomes 2 into brackets x raised to the power 2. Then we have minus 3. Now the next thing here is that we need to find this entire function of 3. So this becomes f of g of 3. This becomes 2, then into bracket, now we have 3 raised to the power 2 minus 3. So this gives us 3 raised to the power 2 is 9. 2 times 9 is 18. So f of g of 3 becomes 18 minus 3. And our answer is equal to 15. Good. Now let's look at the second one. The second one says we should find f of g of h. So what we'll do is that we are going to plug in h into g. Then the result we are going to have, we'll plug that result also into f. So this becomes, we have f of g of h of x. So this is equal to, let's take the g first. So this will be f of g of h of x is what? 3x minus 2. And this gives us f of g of h of x. This becomes, so we plug in 3x minus 2 into g of x. This becomes f of, now this is 3x minus 2. We have to introduce another bracket. All raised to the power 2. Right? Now this becomes, so we plug in this 3x minus 2 all squared into this. So wherever we see x, it becomes 3x minus 2 all squared. So f of g of h of x becomes 2. We introduce our brackets. This becomes 3x minus 2 all squared. Then we have minus 3. Now we are asked to find f of g of h of 0. So this becomes f of g of h of 0. So wherever we see x, we put 0 there. This becomes 2 into bracket. We have 3 times x becomes 0 minus 2. And we have this all squared minus 3. Okay. So our f of g of h of x is equal to 3 times 0 gives us 0. 0 minus 2 gives us negative 2. Negative 2 raised to the power 2 gives us positive 4. Positive 4 times 2 gives us 8. So that will be 8 minus 3. So let's go down a little bit. F of g of h of 0. This is supposed to be 0. This is supposed to be 0. Of 0 is equal to 5. Wow. It is just a matter of plugging in and plugging in and plugging in. Very good. Okay. Now we could look at the last one, which has to do with f of h of 2. So let me shift these ones here. and make space for that particular one. So we have f of h of x, and this gives us, what is our h of x? Our h of x is 3x minus 2. So we are going to plug in 3x minus 2 into our f of x, and this becomes f of 3x minus 2. This is, so we have f of h of x. This is equal to, wherever we see x, we are going to plug in 3x minus 2. So this becomes 2, we introduce a bracket, 3x minus 2, then we have minus 3. So at this juncture, we can now put our 2 in. So we'll have f of h of 2. Now this becomes 2 into brackets. Wherever we see x, it becomes 2. So this is 3 times 2 minus 2. All this minus 3. So let's work out what is in the bracket first. So 3 times 2 gives us 6. 6 minus 2 gives us 4. 4 times 2 gives us 8. So our f of h of 2 is equal to 8 minus 3, which gives us our f of h of 2 gives us 5. Wow, this is good. So we have solved these functions. I'll see you in our next session. We are going to solve more questions. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because we have more mathematics for you. See you soon.